Welcome to the introduction of Drunken Ramblings of a Sober Mind. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Garrin.
Today we're going to introduce you to who we are and what we're going to talk about. And we're going to see if you're interested in anything we have to say about or what we talk about.
Intro music, key in, right,
Meow. So, Garrin and I have been friends for about 20 some odd years. God only knows. I stopped counting 20 some odd years ago. So, we want to introduce you to who we are, what we're going to talk about, and what the podcast that we are going to do. So, with no further ado, this is Garrin, my partner.
So this is take two. Some things happened during the first trial run of
It was good, all except for that one part.
We're just gonna move on, and so I guess the key number one is what is this podcast about, James?
Well, G-Money, we are going to talk about social issues, internal, external, talk about our feelings about things. You know, neither one of us are experts on anything. No PhDs, no doctorates, whatever. We're just the average Joes or Jimmy and Garrin's, whatever, of society. You know, we're tired of listening to everybody else tell us what we need to think and what we should think. I'm sorry. As a white male, almost 40 years old, I have been considered the hate monger. I've been considered a xenophobic, a racist, a blah, blah, blah. And just ridiculed for who we are and who I am, you know, me personally. You know, I've been called a racist, I couldn't tell you how many times, without even saying anything. Well, I hate to tell you, but I hate a hell of a lot more white people than I do any other nationality.
Absolutely.
And if you're an asshole, I don't like you. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. So don't call me a racist. Don't call me a xenophobic. Don't call me blah, blah, blah. You know what? What you do behind closed doors is what you do behind closed doors. So leave me alone. Let me do what I do behind closed doors.
Right out of the gate, I have a very strong Fight Club vibe right now.
Right.
I feel a Tyler Durden sort of moment coming in. We're the all singing, all dancing filth of the world. But you said it. Today's political climate has digressed into a substantial cesspool of just hatred. We're just and I don't think it's the presidency. The presidency started out of the gate with people just hating him for being who he is. And
10 years ago, they loved him for who he was.
Absolutely. But then now that he's our president, people are like, oh, and we're not shooting for a political post here, but it kind of
by
feeds,
no means.
Yeah, but it's feeding into it quite heavily.
That's kind of where we got the idea to start this. We're just tired of being told who we are. You know what? Kiss my ass. Now, here's my opportunity to tell you who I am.
Damn right. God willing.
Right, exactly. There's just so many, and the bad thing is, I try not to get political. I try not to talk politics or religion.
You guys can't see where we're at right now, but we're in Jimmy's basement, and I believe he has something written on his wall.
That's behind the Iron Maiden tapestry.
It's behind the Iron Maiden tapestry.
Well, everybody was bitching about it, and you know,
thou shalt not speak about politics or religion, because we have those people here who get really worked up and foaming at the mouth.
Dude, that was horrible. and no shitting yourself behind my bar either.
No promises. I'm drinking Keystone. Thank you again, Keystone.
Thank you. Never a dull moment.
So
always smooth.
We have no sort of political science degrees. We don't have any sort of degrees in anything. We're just two average Americans. Trying to live life, trying to drink responsibly.
Hey, if you're drinking responsibly, that means using both hands.
Damn right. And a public service announcement: please don't drink and drive. That's ridiculous shit.
You know, even though bars have
parking lots, which is something we'll discuss.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I believe in our first podcast, I believe we already have the first one lined out, and we're going to be uploading that either today or tomorrow.
Speaking of which, because we didn't mention it in that one, the intro music.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah. Almost forgot it. The intro music is done by the Leo Project. It's actually a song called Tonight off of, I can't remember. They've done 2 versions. I don't remember if it's the first one or the second one. I believe it's the one off the second album, Every Song Reminds Me. They'll be playing at the Truman tonight, which is September 27th at 7:30 p.m.
You probably already missed it because by the time you hear this, you'll be like, oh, no.
I'd like to get it out here soon. Well, I'd like to try to upload it. However, more about us. We're entering into a real adulting game here. I don't know if you all have heard about it, but Costco sounds amazing. I'm about to check into this.
I'm about to pop that cherry, bitch.
Yeah, I'm getting introduced into a secret club, and I'm getting a membership into this very elite sort of stature. I don't know if I have to sacrifice a baby. I don't know what.
Just a goat.
Crazy.
Just a goat.
It's just a goat.
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna find out what that's about. More on that later, because that's probably gonna be my journey through the Costco membership, and their secret society and their craziness. So that ought to be fun. Other than that, I think we're going to get the ball rolling and start uploading some podcasts and rock y'all's world with some bare information. We're going to be tackling social issues, political issues, religious issues, issues with our parents, issues with your parents, issues with kids, all of the kids. Let's be honest, all of the children. All of the children. We could
please don't raise assholes.
Don't raise assholes. And if you're like, my kid's not an asshole, your kid's probably the asshole.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you don't recognize your child as having an issue or a problem, yeah, it's probably yours. Because my kids, they got issues. They know what's up. Daddy don't take no shit. Daddy will. I'm not a Hitler. I'm not a Mussolini. But I try to run a tight ship.
Would you say that you're a Stalin?
Ooh, no. It's tough. FDR maybe. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean.
The New Deal, I give them a New Deal all the time. Look, the New Deal is you clean your room, you don't get your ass whipped. You don't stand in the corner. But, it's pretty bad when you got 3 of them and you're trying to sit down here and try and figure out something on the computer, try to throw down some podcasts. Next thing you know, there's a 3-way fist fight. It's, all hell is broken loose. You got to grab children by their faces. It's whatever.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah. Well, now, being a parent, that's whoo. I could talk for days about being a parent, son.
And we will.
Oh, we will.
We will do that. So, we're going to throw down some outro music, and hopefully you guys will check out the first one. I think the first one we got lined up is alcohol and how it affects you.
All right. Well, from us here at Drunken Ramblings of a Sober Mind, I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Garrin.
We'll see you next time.
Later.